Hello, good friends, and welcome to Kelly's Wordy Reactions. You know what, y'all? That music is entirely too loud. Okay, let's go there with it. Okay. Okay, good. Oh, what happened? Oh, technical difficulties. There's this one guy. What's his name? The lead attorney. He always goes struggle streaming already. And he says that before every stream or with like the start of every stream, but I see how you can be struggle streaming already, like almost every time. Okay, if you're entering in, I wanted to get all this going before people started entering in, but forgive me, bear with me. Okay, hold on. Let's see if it started correctly now. I think it's gonna do right. I hope. All right, there we go. Hello, good friends, and welcome to Kelly's Wordy Reactions. I want to thank you for stopping by today. If you would please hit the thumbs up and like the video as you come in. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I am so happy you decided to stop by. Feel free to hop in the chat. If not, that's fine too. I will still feel and appreciate your presence. Okay, let me get back over here. See what's going on. This is my favorite part of this beat, the tambourines. I created this myself. I don't mean to pat myself on the back, but I'm kind of patting myself on the back. Okay, let me stop before it gets going too far in there. All right, so welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by today. All right, let's see what we got for today. All right, so today I want to finally finish reading the last of the Rico acts and take a listen to a call. So I know I have been dragging this out. I haven't been able to get up here and over here to y'all like I wanted to. And that has made me sad. But in the meantime, I've been enjoying others' content on the subject until I could get to do and take a look at the things that I wanted to take a look at. So let me make sure I have everything queued up that I want to look at. Okay, so we're starting back at Act 32. And okay. So when I start, I'm going to start back at Act 32. But before I start that, I just wanted to say lately we've listened to a call or a couple of calls from the friends at Phone Calls from Prison. And this particular one is a one where Nesto was expressing to Sonia how he feels about losing the support of his wife, Shirley Strawberry. That particular wife, Shirley Strawberry, okay? And Sonia let us know that made her feel like leftovers. Imagine that. A woman who opted in to sleeping with a married man over and over again, right? By her own admission. A woman who hunted that married man down for a few weeks when he went missing. Imagine if your husband decided to ghost some side piece and the side piece hunted him down for weeks, re-freaking fusing to take a ghosting for an answer. Wow, imagine that. And then after months of recorded and monitored jailhouse calls with this lady's husband, he loses his wife's support. So he loses his wife's support. And for all of the reasons we don't know, but we are sure that this woman has to be at least somewhat factored into the equation. So this short on common sense, no esteem, no morality having, no compassion even for her married man having, side piece on the sidelines, willing participant looking person has the unmitigated gall to express that she feels like leftovers. Well, I'll say, really now, and you just realized that, it must feel pretty terrible not to even be able to win over a first place spot in the heart of a several times over loser within the criminal justice system. Poor Sonia. Nobody likes you best. Well, that doesn't give you the right to take somebody else's, though. You and Nesto are pretty much a match made in malevolence, a tale from the pit. But anyways. anyways. So I wondered after that call, what was the last conversation that Shirley had with him that had him feeling so downtrodden. So I found that call for our review. Okay. And let's see what's going on with that call. All right, so I see it's a couple people in here. No chatters, no takers in the chat. Okay, that's fine. All right, so let me grab. Let me first grab those acts. And then Snoopalicious. Hey, Snoopalicious. Thanks so much for stopping by and getting in the chat. Okay, let's see. So, okay, yeah, we may as well go ahead and listen. Take a listen to, as Shay would say, take a listen. I'm going to take a listen to the call that preceded this call where Sonia said that she felt like leftovers after, Nesto is apparently, very downtrodden, having a hard time this day. And after this, we're going to go into the last of his Rico acts 32 through 39 or 40. There is a 40, but it gets kind of cut off. Let's see. Okay, and here it is. So there could have been another call or so, but from Shay at Phone Calls from Prison, this is the last one that I could find that preceded this conversation with him and Sonia. So he and Sonia had the call where she said, "Oh, I feel like leftovers." They had that call July 2nd, and this is the call that I could find directly before. he has this conversation with Sonya, and he's feeling that Paulette. Hi, Paulette. Thank you so much for stopping by and getting in the chat. Okay, so I'm going to share this. Roll it back to the beginning. And take a listen.
This video contains 2 calls between Ernesto, Dre, and Shirley. This first call starts off with Dre and Ernesto. Ernesto starts talking about Shirley and tells Dre that she isn't answering his calls. Shirley is then added to the call so Ernesto can try to get some answers. Take a listen.
What you got going on, player?
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. What's going on, Ernie?
Good. You driving or you waiting on the load?
I'm driving. I'm working, buddy.
Okay. How you been doing?
Trying to survive.
Damn.
Paying bills.
Okay. You talked to Shirley lately?
I think the last time she gave me the money to send to you. No.
Okay. I was trying to call her. She ain't calling no more. I mean, she didn't answer the phone no more. Then I texted. She takes a long text back. So I'm trying to figure out
what you mean she ain't answering my phone no more?
She not answering the phone calls no more. She's not taking my calls no more. I talked to
What you done did?
I ain't did nothing. What I supposed to be done did, sir? Why I always got to be the one did something?
It don't make sense if your wife don't stop taking your phone calls. She been taking the whole year you've been gone. Something ain't right. You know, you like to tell half of the story.
Okay, let's call it right now then. So it's just...
And then you'd be like, oh yeah. I forgot to tell you that. I ain't tell my partner everything. So you like to tell half of the story. I don't want to get caught up in nothing.
Hold on. This ain't motherfucking Rod now. Rod do that shit. I don't do that.
One thing I noticed about that lady been consistent the whole time y'all been together, and all of a sudden now, okay. Are you saying that you called her one time and she didn't call you back? When you said she stopped taking your calls, what you mean? You've been trying to call for the last month?
Yes, I've been calling for the last month since the last holiday. The last month, even the holiday, yeah. And I call. No pickup. So I called Dion. He said, oh, man, she said she's not taking no calls. She got no money. She's not doing this and that. I said, well, okay, what's the problem?
Really?
I said, what's up? How all of a sudden on a holiday, she texted me like 2-3 days before she texted me when she said she sent you the money. She gave you the money, and she said that me and your best friend, we're going to always be there for you. Your wife.
Yeah.
She texted me all that good shit. And then, like, a week later, I get no response. So I'm like, oh, hold up. Then I called Dion. So I need to call her. I said, is she all right? Is everything okay? She said, oh, I called. Now I called back about a week later. She said she's tired, man. She just don't want to deal with that no more. What the fuck is you talking about?
Maybe she's tired of you and this side trick you got over there. You know, I really think that and you know, not to throw Creole under the bus or anything like that, just my opinion. I think that Creole may have, you know, shared some things, may have shared his opinion with a certain wife by the name of Shirley Strawberry. Like, you know, some people do actually have some common decency, and they're not going to knowingly let you just throw good money after bad, even if it's somewhat at their expense. Like, some people do have some morals, and maybe he felt that situation out with you know, that woman, and you know, maybe he said in a way that she could pick up what he was putting down. You know, look, that's just, you know, what's going on with his situation, and you know, all of the legal stuff, all of the charges. I don't know, but it sure is a lot of looking a certain kind of way. And then, do you know this lady? Do you know this lady that's advising me not to talk to you and only to get money from you, but tell her all the business and all the details. Do you know her? So that could be what the problem is. What would make you think it's not? But these people's minds, they only work like in one direction, kind of like a locomotive train. It doesn't, it's not able to get off track, swerve to the left or to the right or whatever. It's only just able to work in the direction of, I'm trying to get over on you. I'm trying to get over on you, and if I can't get over on you, I don't understand. Why are you not letting me get over on you? I can't comprehend it.
Yeah. So I'm saying myself,
exactly.
Hey, what you tired of? So then I call, still don't pick the phone. So I got a free phone call. You pay you get for 5 minutes.
Right.
No pickup.
Hey,
So
Zenso. Hey, Real.
Free call once a week. What's the problem? And she texts back, I don't have any money. I don't have no money. That's it. What the fuck is that? Those are dry. So I'm trying to figure out, is that her girlfriend? A fat ass girlfriend that's staying with her that said this goddamn email thing?
No, it's your bony tail girlfriend. It's not voluptuous Debbie. Is it Debbie, y'all? It's not Debbie, beautiful, thick, voluptuous. What, I don't even know what Debbie looks like. I think Debbie is the one that was with Shirley on her birthday when she was being escorted or whatever in one of those Instagram posts. I think. I don't know though. I can't even say I know for sure that was Debbie, but to me, Debbie looks great. I'm sure to a lot of other people, Debbie is fine and looks great. It's not Debbie. It's your bony tail girlfriend. That's who it is. And the fact that you are pretty much bleeding this lady dry. And the fact that she's probably started to think, you know what? I think that he might be that monster that they were telling me. Remember, they were telling her, he's a monster. You don't know what kind of monster you have. I think that she's finally woke up and realized, you know what? I might have known he might have been doing a little bit of something, but I think he might be that monster that they were talking about. So yeah, forget about Debbie Nesto. It's your girlfriend. It's not hers.
And she responded back for her, and she not knowing nothing about it because she probably staying over there with her with no fucking job because her husband put her stinking ass out. I'm trying to figure that. I'm trying to figure what's going on.
He's disgusting.
Hold up. I texted and he emailed and told her this. Man, get that truck back. Call them crackers and say them pick that shit up. I couldn't even tell her the good news I got last week. My co-defendant, they let the bitch go. Let her go like a month ago. So I couldn't even tell her the good news. You see what I'm saying? So I go to court on the 26th and on the 13th the next month. So when I texted last night, because I ain't heard from her in like 2 weeks. She okay. I ain't got. She said I gotta be. That don't sound like her. She don't even talk dry like that.
She said she gotta be what?
She gotta be. Yes,
she gotta be what?
Fine. I have to be fine.
Oh, I have to be fine.
Yeah, okay. She does. If you're just coming in, this is the call that I could find that was directly before the call where Nesto is speaking to Sonya and he's starting to sound a little sad and down because, Shirley is gone. And so he started to sound a little downtrodden about that. And Sonya listened to everything he had to say and said, oh, I feel like leftovers. So I just wanted to track back and see what happened. Why was he, which call actually came before this one that we have record of? Because of course there could have been something else, but this is the one that we have record of where he's he's essentially being cut off, and he's salty about this. And so that call was about, what is this, about 2 weeks before this one? I mean, after the call with him and Sonia is about 2 weeks after this call, and he's still in conversations because really there wasn't really anything that came before him starting to say, oh, well, I don't have the support of my folks no more. So he's down. He's really down. And, you know, it could be partially the relationship, but of course it's mostly the money, mostly the fact that now he doesn't know who's going to dig him out of this hole. So we're just looking and, well, listening. We're taking a listen to what happened before that call. Okay.
You sound like her. Dry like that. Then our fucking daughter over there still milking the cow, ain't got a nigga staying in the apartment for 2 years, Shirley paying all the rent, utilities, and everything. That shit makes no fucking sense. And that shit going up every fucking month, every year. You know, they tax that shit up try to get your ass out of the apartment. Try to make the shit go up.
See, pocket watching.
So, you know,
why are you pocket watching?
That's $8,000 a month in fucking rent. Her rent and the bitch rent too. And sending the kids out there to
wow.
Washington D.C. to meet the president. That ain't nobody.
He called her daughter the B.
That's why you got the fucking money.
The B word.
See, Shirley ain't like me. So I'm good with money. I stress it goddamn dollar on dollar. That ain't her. She's not.
I know we've reviewed this call before. I probably reviewed it. I'm not sure, but that's very triggering. Like, you're just mad that she's doesn't have the money available to you, but that's her daughter. I mean, you're her husband, but you're her no good, cheating, scamming, 500 count case having husband. That you want her to have all this available money just to bail you out. It's no righteous cause that you want her to have her money. And, you know, like she's spending all y'all's retirement money or something. Like she's just letting all this money blow away in the wind. No, that's her daughter and her grandchildren. It's not yours. Whatever her duty of responsibility was, I'm pretty sure you knew about it before you opted in. I'm pretty sure I think she was a teenager when they got together, but I'm pretty sure he knew that she was going to be doing for her daughter and helping her daughter. But even if he didn't, that's her daughter. It's not his daughter. And this is not a regular, you're not even really married. Oh, shut up. Let me shut up. Shut him up, shut him down. This is just completely ridiculous. Too bad Dre didn't shut him down on this. Shame on you, Dre.
Never been good. So then the tax shit came up. She told me that shit, and I got on her ass January about this shit. Listen, man, you got to pay them for that money. If you don't, you can't move like you need to move. I told her, get that shit out your regular ass bank. That Wells Fargo, all that old shit there, that's the government bank. You got to go to the private bank where the folk can't fuck with your money like that. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not government funded. So anybody can't fuck with your money. Listening to them dry holes over there again, that she'll stand over there with, falling around, that ain't told me nothing about it, investing in some fucking damn clothing line. Them motherfuckers done moved to three different goddamn spots. I said, why do you keep fucking with them folks? Oh, they say, you should have some income. It's called residual income coming in. If it's a little, you have a little something coming in. Now she's mad. She mad.
Nesto, Pocket Watch Williams. Is that one of his aliases, y'all? It should be.
I've been going a year.
Pocket Watch.
Am I wrong, sir?
Yes, you're wrong.
I don't have no comment. Absolutely. I'm just listening. I'm not speaking on nothing.
Okay, well, listen. Okay, here's the thing.
because I don't because I'm sure you talked to her. She got another side too. So
Well, no,
listen at what you're saying right now. No, you're not wrong. But if you listen to her,
Really,
most
Dre?
stuff come out. You be like, oh, so I don't know. I don't want to get off into that. What you need me to do?
I need to call. Let's see. I need to hear her voice and hear what she got to say.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
She don't have
No
enough
shit.
sense not to
Okay.
feel bad,
You're
real.
not doing that. You're not doing that.
She don't even
Hold
have
on.
that much good sense.
Trying to drive. Hold on.
Okay.
Don't supposed to have no phone. Hold on. I ain't driving no dude. I'm driving an 18 wheeler.
Yeah, I know, but I know how you drive. Sitting back low, kick back.
Yeah. Man, how can I? Won't let. Let's see. What she. Hold on. Sure. Yes. No.
You ain't getting caught. I ain't got you in no middle of that. No, I ain't none of that. I'm not doing that. I'm just.
Hold on,
Exactly
sir. Hold
what
on.
you're doing.
Hello.
Why does he feel the need to lie about the lie? How you gonna lie and tell this man what he sees what you're doing, and then you're gonna lie to him and tell him that's not what you're doing? But people don't call him on stuff like they ought to, so he's used to it.
Hello.
This is what you call fighting for your life right here.
Hello. Yeah. How you doing today?
You're talking to me? I'm fine.
Yes, I'm talking to you, love. How you doing? I got to go around and find somebody to call you, see what's going on with you.
Hey guys, I'm gonna mute the phone for a minute. So next time you hang up, you can call me back. I'm gonna put it on mute. Okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. What's going on with you, love? Talk to me.
About what? What do you mean?
I mean, because I ain't hear from you. Because I called you 2 weeks ago, and just all of a sudden, you just wanted to set a phone call. Then I called Dean. He told me what's going on. He said he just told me bits and pieces. He didn't tell me everything. He gave me a dry run. So,
well, what did he tell you?
He told me that you're tired and you don't want to deal with nothing else no more. And he said that you're going broke. All right, what are you talking about? And I told him that's the case. That's what he told me. And I said, that's the case. She needed to turn that truck, call them folks and tell them to pick that truck up, take the insurance off that fucking truck, and say, fuck all that shit, and just save her ass. That's exactly what I told you. I don't know if he told you that or not. I don't know if he told you that or not, because I don't know what's going on. He said he took some pictures and sent them to you. So, and I told him to tell her that I get a free call every Monday for 5 minutes. So I called her. So I tried to call you. You didn't answer the phone. So I don't know if you knew that or not, but I'm just trying to figure out. I need to hear your voice. I got 2 dry texts from you. One 2 weeks ago. I asked you to find you like I have to be. That don't sound like you. That sounds like somebody else. So I wasn't sure. So I texted you yesterday. I got another dry text. I ain't got no money. What is that? That don't sound like you. You at least have something to say with it. So
yeah,
this don't sound like my old fool. This don't sound like my old, good old Shirley that is always trying and finding a way, making a way out of no way. Shirley, who is this? Okay.
Well, that's all I have. I don't have anything else to say. I'm like, that's all I have to say. That's it. I don't have anything else to say. That's me saying that, I just don't have, I'm tired. I'm tired of, my life being associated with jail and all of that's not my life.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not my life. I'm tired. People get tired. I'm tired.
Okay. Well, you should tell me that then. You don't have to come from nobody else. I mean, if we married or you don't want to be married anymore,
well,
just tell me.
Well,
I don't need nobody to tell me. You tell me. That's all, and I'm cool with whatever you got to tell me.
Well, I'm sure you are, but the point is, I didn't talk to you. I didn't have any money, no any more money to put on a phone call. So how could I tell you? How
You
could I
could,
tell you that?
you could write. You could have
And you
wrote.
had,
She did.
well, I
What?
didn't even know how to do. I mean, not that I.
Hold on. I missed this. I don't remember this, rather. So he said, you sent me these 2 texts and they was dry. They didn't sound like you. And you would say, you normally have more to say. You normally have more, don't worry, I'm going to make a way. That's what he's really saying. Okay. So she wrote her dry text and she said what she meant. And that was it. So he said, you could have told me. And then she said, I didn't have any money to tell you. So how was I supposed to tell you? And then he said, you could have wrote. I mean, and see, by the time he said you could have wrote, she's lost. Because a person like this, they keep running you around in circles until you lose your way. He ain't gonna lose his way because his whole agenda is to get you frazzled and cause you to, shake whatever it is that you said you was gonna do out of your mind. He's trying to, how you take somebody by the shoulders and you just shake them until they submit. That's what he's doing, but in just, with his words. So he's just gonna run her around in this circle, and he only ran her around in what was that, a circle and a half, 2 circles before now she lost her way. She did write him. She wrote him the 2 dry texts. And then he said, you could have told me. And she said, I didn't have no money to tell you. And then he said, you could have wrote. And then she's like, well, lost already. She don't have the capacity to be doing all this. And if she has the capacity, she don't feel like it. And, I don't know. This is why you shouldn't deal with people like this. Lord.
I didn't know how to do it. I just didn't feel like it. That's all. I just didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like doing any of it. I was tired. It's like, I'm just too caught up in all of this jail stuff. And it's just not me. And I'm sick of it. That's it. That's all I can tell you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm trying to figure what jail stuff. I mean, what are you talking about? You're not really
the
doing
jail stuff, the all of this stuff. I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of it. Putting money on books, and I don't. It's like
I
that's
got
not
it.
my.
I understand. I understand. So just tell me what would you like to do? Tell me
Well, I
what.
don't know right now. I have no idea. Don't try to push me into saying anything I don't know. I have no idea. I'm doing the best I can. I have no money. I'm doing the best I can. Okay. Period. I don't know that there's anything you can do about that.
Okay.
I don't.
Tell me what happened. I'm trying to hear that part.
Nothing happened.
Well, then I'm trying
Nothing
to figure.
happened.
Okay, so
Nothing happened. I'm just sick of it. I can get sick of it. Nothing happened. It's like this is all on me. I have no money. I've spent all my money on you. Okay, I have no money.
And see, Shirley, don't say nothing happened. That's what happened. That's what happened. You're broke. Broke is terrible. Okay, broke makes you feel really horrible and down, and broke will wake you up probably quicker than anything else. If you go broke with somebody, that is going to be like one of the biggest wake up calls that you can get. So this is just, and this is so much worse than broke, because at this point she's broke. Let me see, June 15th. You know what? I don't think the CP charges came out until July. When did the CP charges come out, y'all? I had me a little chart, but I don't think I have it up here with me. Does anybody remember when the CP charges came out? Let me see what y'all are saying. Crail, I feel definitely spoke with. Yes, Crail. Crail, I really do. I really do. And I think that might be why she doesn't have more to say, because, she has Crail's confidence to kind of protect if he did. But I'm almost certain that he did, which is probably the whole reason why. I know a lot of people didn't like to think that he might be chatting around with Sonya, but that was probably one of the reasons why he was chatting around. So they thought they're manipulating him into getting more information than what they were paying to get. But he probably was trying to see how much Sonya would say if he would have some conversations. So yeah, I think once he really, really got a good idea of what was going on, why wouldn't he tell Shirley? I mean, it's horrible for this man to be playing in her face. That's one thing, but with this other woman, and then this woman is trying to call you and read you the riot act and tell you, don't talk to his wife. You don't tell his wife anything. I'm the go-to. Y'all, if it's anything that makes me fall out, when that woman says, I'm the go-to, that's who I am. That's what I am. I'm the go-to. It's some combination of me rolling my eyes and just wanting to fall out of my chair. It's just the craziest thing. But yeah, I think they thought they were playing Crail, but Crail ultimately got that information for Shirley, and then Shirley probably couldn't betray that confidence, and this is enough. I mean, enough is enough. I'm broke. I don't have no place to live, barely. I'm trying to get up on my feet. I'm driving a car I don't want to drive. I have been stripped. I'm likely going to have to, go to court on this, and I have to backpedal my way out of it. And you think I don't have a right to just want out? I mean, for real? Let's see. Tell Shirley's business, but doesn't tell about his criminal self. Oh no, because he's innocent. I'm an innocent man. And really blaming Shirley for not giving him what he wants. I pray he gets everything he deserves. Yes, everything he deserves. Yep, and he is going to get it. I had like an epiphany, like a revelation I felt like the other day. There's a scripture, I don't know it word for word, but it's God is not mocked. Whatever a man sows, that shall he also reap. And it was really with the whole Diddy situation, when Diddy was up there talking about, he was sorry to whoever he was apologizing to and all that. And he was saying something, and he was getting help, and he was doing this. And somewhere in there, he put God into it. And I said, you know what? If people knew how the way that God works, I think maybe they would stop like just throwing him into like the mess at the end when it's all messy and everything. And then they try to throw God into it. Because see, a lot of times what is happening is God is there, and God is in the problem being manifest to you, right? Because you're actually reaping what you've sown. He wrote it that way. He wrote the principles, he wrote the truths, and then he's the reason why this is happening to you, because he's not going to be mocked. He's not going to be untruthful. If he said whatever you sow, that what you're going to also reap. You're not going to get daisies and you've been planting jalapenos. It does not work that way. So while you putting God in it, I mean, God is the reason why you're getting this outcome because this is what you've been sowing. So you can say God all you want to, that's fine. But he's not going to just oust you up out of this harvest of jalapenos when all you've been putting in the ground is jalapeno seeds. You're not getting daisies, sir. So, I mean, I guess, you say God all you want to, but if you really look at it and look at that scripture, he's not going to be mocked. If you sow it, that's what you're going to reap. And that's that on that. If you want to reap something else, I guess you could repent and you could start to sow something else. But for right now, you got jalapenos. That's it just is what it is. Hey, I said what I said. So, depraved personalities, both of them. Yeah. Yeah, that's some the truth, it just is, it's just always gonna be what it and you have to wait for it a long time sometimes, but there's a word for that too. Ain't to be played with. That's right. Shirley would have said, call your stick girlfriend. Yeah, call her. But she just has so much more emotional intelligence than I would have had. I'm telling y'all the truth. She has so much more because I'm mad at these people that I don't even know. So I'm passionate about these people and I don't even know them. So y'all could just imagine if this was me. Yeah, this would not be okay. Would not be okay at all. Okay, I'm completely off track. Okay, here we go.
Okay, you spent all your money on me. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I said.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I said.
Okay, so the
lawyers and phone calls and the truck and the storage and whatever else, the insurance, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that's all my money goes to that.
Yeah.
I have no more money.
Tell him, Shirley.
Okay, so let all that shit go. You need to just live until I get out. Fuck all that shit. Okay, that's material stuff. Fuck it, just fuck it all. As long as your health is good and you got peace, that's fine with me. Okay, I didn't get a chance to tell you what's going on. My co-defendant, they let them go. I go to court. I tried to tell you that yesterday.
So deceptive. They didn't just let that woman go.
I understand you're tired of
She's out on bond.
Telling you this and that. Just let it do what it does.
Nobody's telling me anything. No one's telling me anything. I don't even know what you were talking about with the demonize me and all that. I don't even know what that means.
You know what? Don't even worry about that because that ain't even on you right now. You might even concentrate on what's going on because you don't see what I see. So it don't matter. Don't matter.
He's trying to make her feel crazy and inferior, like she's
what I got going on.
Not swift enough to know what's going on.
I just want to hear from you. I don't need no third party. I don't need no he. I need to hear from you. And you didn't communicate that with me. So that what upsets me. Other than now, I'm cool. I had to get ready to call you on the radio so I can get it off my head. That is it. I'm not trying to make you say anything you don't want to say. I don't want you to do none of that. I get it. You explained very well, clear. So that's it. I get it. Not a problem. Hello?
I'm listening. I'm listening to you.
Yeah. I didn't call to upset today. I ain't called to do none of that. It's okay. I just want to hear your voice and hear it the way you think. That is it. I get it. I am a deep individual. You definitely told me straight that I am not normal. No, I'm not.
And if I was Shirley right now, I would say, you know what? I was just trying to make you feel better when I said that. But yeah, no, you're not deep. You are very shallow. And man, Nesto. Oh Lord, I just yeah. I don't know how she did it. I don't know how she refrained from just telling him completely off. And, all of this, double talk and circle talk that he does. And we don't even know she don't know what he's talking about either. She's trying to figure out what he's talking about. And she ought to just tell him, like, dude, I don't even know what you're talking about. But I know y'all say that she's been trained to do better than that. And I get that, but better her than me. I mean, he would already stop talking to me because I would just snap and go off. It'll be like the telephone version of snapped. Ooh.
So I believe in God, and that's all I got. So I'm good, as long as you're good. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm glad you do, because you're going to get everything that you done
I
dished
mean,
out,
what do you want me
everything.
to say? What is it that you want me to say? I can only tell you how I feel. I just, I'm just.
I'm good. Okay, how's Debbie doing? Debbie doing okay? Is she over there with you?
Thank God for her.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. I'm thankful for her as well. So I'm just saying, I'm good. So you're good. I'm good. You say you're burnt out. That is fine. I'm good at that. I heard it from your mouth. I don't need it from nobody. I'm good. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I'm not none of that. I'm not disappointed. I'm not none of that. This is normal when it comes down to this type of situation. This is normal.
Yeah, it's just not my life. It's just too crazy. It's just too freaking crazy. I can't. This is, I got too much for me.
No, I get it. That's fine. That's fine. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you've done for me. I appreciate your faith, your effort. I appreciate all that. I tell you that all the time. So I do appreciate it. So I just want to let you know that's where I love you, not mad, not upset, not disappointed, none of that.
Well, I would be.
What you say?
He's not mad. He's not disappointed.
Why you would be.
Really?
I'm not. I'm just concerned about you.
Mm-hmm.
I've been through a lot of shit in life. A lot.
Yeah, so have I. And this is like.
Y'all hear these lies? I mean, I'm not mad. I'm not disappointed. But you just got finished pretty much telling her off about not telling you in person or to your face or whatever, even though she says she doesn't have the money to be talking to you like that. And, everything she says, you just got some type of other answer for it. That's the only thing. So she's doing good. She's doing excellent. I still can't fathom how she has the patience for all this foolishness, especially since I'm like 99% sure that she knows a lot more about Sonya, because like this is June 2023. And so all of the stuff everything wasn't out to be listened to for sure by that time. I think nothing came out to listen to as far as phone calls from prison until September. So she's not hearing the calls, but I'm positive she's heard more about the woman, because they said in court that he had a girlfriend in Florida. They already said that in the court proceedings, that they heard calls where he was talking to a girlfriend in Florida. So if she shook that off, because you know how sometimes, you might go, well, I don't know what was said. Maybe that's some sort of acquaintance. Maybe she figured out how she could justify that, right? So even if she justified that, now if the lawyer has said more about this woman in Florida, then now it's just like, okay, so I'm depleted out here as far as financially. You got this woman that you're talking to and talking to and talking to, and so much so that she's gotten to this attorney. And Shirley has thrown some hints in there, some hints and clues. She's like, well, you just you just threw a new attorney in there on me. Like, imagine how that felt. I mean, I didn't even know about this attorney. You just came up with a new attorney for me to start paying. And he didn't even say, I'm sorry. I'm fighting for my life here. Bamal, he wasn't really helping me. He wasn't fighting for me in court. He didn't even go into any extensive explanation, nothing. He's just like, I got this other attorney now, you got to start paying him this amount of money. He needs that amount of money. He just popped it on her and just had her switch directions and just start paying somebody else. And so I'm totally depleted. And I got to hear about this woman that doesn't want me to have any information and her to have the information I'm paying for. I hope she gets a chance to do her own victim impact statement. Like, wouldn't that be just the cat's meow? If Shirley got a chance to do her own victim impact statement so that she could tell him, where he just had to sit there and listen in his orange jumper suit, to how, he has whatever as far as she's concerned. Yeah. What a mess. What a mess. Gaslighting 101, everything he went through to his own demise. Yeah, everything you put yourself through. She's definitely used to him dealing with other women that does stuff for him. Yeah. Yeah, because, just even think about her, his, the way he had that barbershop and coming in there and, just looking around. Okay, you got all these, younger women, nice figures, walking around in heels. And, you mean to tell me that this don't have anything to do with you? This is not the way that you want to see them. This is just for business, right? And you got a 24-hour barbershop.
I get it. You didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up.
No, I did not.
Okay, but you are married. So if you don't want to be married, and this is what you're dealing with in your marriage, that is fine.
I know that part. You don't have to tell me that part. I don't need you to tell me that.
Wow, what if she did get the phone calls
I just really
first?
don't.
That's a thought.
I have to get it straight because I want you to have peace. I don't want to be a burden in your life.
But you're not that okay. All right, just say what you have to. Let you finish.
Yeah. I just want to make sure I just need you to be at peace. I don't want to be caused for making nobody miserable because of what I got going on. For what I
remember T.I. said that about Tiny, that in one of their sexcapade type situations, he said that she was fine until other people knew about it, and because it was embarrassing, that's when she had a problem with it. But if nobody knew about it, she would be okay with it. And that was a long time ago, and so now kind of like understanding more about how they roll, it looks like sounds like he was right about that because of their lifestyle.
I have going on.
It's a little late for that. It's a little late.
I know it ain't, because when I first got started this journey is locked up shit. I told you can hang with me, or hey.
No, you just.
Yes, I did. You said, "Oh, I'm not ready for that." That's exactly what you said. "Oh, I don't think I'm ready for that. I'm not ready for that." That's exactly what you said. "Oh, I have a photographic memory now. I ain't got nothing else. I got a memory. I have that."
Okay.
So what I'm saying to you is that I'm cool. I just want to hear your voice and hear you.
Yeah, because I thought it was behind you.
I guess it is a lot of couples
if I said that,
like
it was
that.
because I thought all that was behind
especially
you.
high profile, but
What was all behind me?
The jail and all of that
I'm
stuff.
talking about last year. I'm talking about when I first came in this place. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, when I first got blocked. That's what I'm talking about.
Why did he get her off of that point? You see how he rolled her out of that? She tried to say, I was okay with things. Wait a minute. I'm gonna let them say it because I was kind of reading y'all's comments. Okay. 1921. Yeah, see, when it gets down to like the nitty gritty of talking about something, he ain't gonna never get into the grit or the knit. He's not gonna get into it. He's always gonna, take it and throw it way over across somewhere else and try to lose you. That's his specialty, losing people.
I have to get it straight because I want you to have peace. I don't want to be a burden in your life.
But you're not that okay.
See that lie right there? That's exactly what you want to be. That's exactly what Nesto wants to be. He wants to be a burden. Like, don't get rid of me. I am trying to burden down your life with all of my mess, and you use your resources to get me out. That is a lie. That's exactly what he wants to do. He wants to be a burden. He don't want it to sound like that, but that's exactly what it is. And just, I don't know, it's the line in my face to me about what we're talking about. We're talking about this right here. This is happening. How are you lying to me and saying that this is not what's happening when this is exactly what's happening? You want me to break myself over you. That's exactly what you want. And then you're going to sit there and say, I don't want to be a burden to nobody. I mean, how, sir? How? I'm trying to unburden myself and you're trying to make me keep you. What is this conversation we're having? But this is crazy making right here. Like, you can't talk to a person like this. You have to just get rid of this person. You got to just cut and break and lose them. Like they keep trying to lose you within the conversations. You got to cut, break, and lose them, because if you keep talking to a person like this, you can lose your mind and you can lose everything that you have, because they're not going to let you go. They're going to keep taking you by the shoulders, shaking you, whether it be in person or not. That they're going to keep trying to lose you. And you can lose everything, your mind, all your money, everything, your job, everything, because you'll be so rattled by this person all the time.
All right, just say what you have to. Let you finish.
Yeah. I just want to make sure I just need you to be at peace. I don't want to be caused for making nobody miserable because of what I got going on.
The lies.
It's a little late for that. It's a little late.
I know it ain't, because when I first got started this journey, it's locked up shit. I told you, you can hang with me, or hey.
No, you just.
I did. You said, "Oh, I'm not ready for that." That's exactly what you said. "Oh, I don't think I'm ready for that. I'm not ready for that." That's exactly what you said. "Oh, I have a photographic memory now. If I ain't got nothing else, I got a memory. I have that."
Okay.
So what I'm saying is to you is that I'm cool. I just want to hear your voice and hear you.
Yeah, because I thought it was behind you. Yes, if I said that, it was because I thought all that was behind you.
What was all behind me?
They talking about two different things. So she's saying at whatever point she thought that, she didn't want to let the relationship go because she thought all of his criminality was behind him. That's the point that she's trying to make to him. And he's trying to make the point, no, I was trying to give you an out. I don't know, some months ago or whatever. I was trying to give you an out. Let's just say because I think we heard a call like that right around in October or November or something, when he was saying, do you want to just, he never said divorce though. He didn't say divorce. She said, what are you talking about? Getting a divorce? And he said something else and she said something else. And of course, they didn't really have the conversation. But he said something like, you know, do you think you might want to try to save yourself or something like that? So that's the conversation he's talking about. So it's like, well, I gave you an opportunity to save your reputation and everything some months ago. And so how dare you try to get out now when, you know, like, you don't open and close the door for me. I wasn't born with you attached to my hip. I can go whenever I get ready. But that's what she ought to say, but she don't never say the things that she ought to say. She says nothing, or, you know, whatever. I don't know. But yeah, they're having two separate conversations here. But that's easy to do with Nesto, right? Because it's hard to understand where he's coming from in the first place.
The jail and all of that
I'm
stuff.
talking about last year. I'm talking about when I first came in this place. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when I first got locked. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, because I already know how this goes. This breakout families here a lot. You cannot defend yourself from me here at all.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. So I get it.
This breaks up families. How about you broke up the family?
So I'm
I think you didn't know what part.
That this would be overwhelming for you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I know that. I told you that. See, one thing I do know is I'm not a fool. I'm not a fool. And one thing I do believe in God. You let my co-defendant go. Okay, and I'm next. Okay, I figured it all out. They use me as a fucking guinea pig. So I know what I got to do. I'm just gonna keep my faith and let things move accordingly. So, like I said, I ain't mad. You cool. Do what you got to do. Get your peace. Life is good. I just wanted to hear your voice and hear it come from you.
She said, okay.
I don't need none of that. So I know you text me. I know when David texted me, it was you.
Shirley said, okay, why won't you hang up this phone?
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Why would Debbie be texting you?
Because somebody texted me and I asked you, I said, did you text me that message? She said, no, I got the same message you got. It was some old text about some message or something. And you said you got it too. You thought, I said, I can't send it like that. It's like a friend, like a screenshot or something. A screenshot with a message.
Oh, when she was sending pictures, yeah. It was a screenshot, not a word, not words.
Yeah, I don't have that. So, yeah, I know I'm already almost out of here. I already know that. So.
Well, praise God.
Yeah. So I'm good. I'm straight. I'm gonna do what I gotta do and continue keep my faith up and keep strong. Here strong. So it's okay. You had me thinking that you finna get put out. The shit is raggedy. That's what I'm thinking.
It is. It is. It is. I mean, I'm not trying to to make it any more miserable for you being where you are.
Listen, I'm not miserable. I'm not miserable at all. I know what's going on.
Oh,
wow. No, I'm not saying you're miserable, but I'm just saying the situation isn't the most ideal. You're in jail. Come on. That's what I'm saying.
No, listen. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't give a damn. But if I love you, I have to care about you. That's automatic. So if I can't do nothing to that, at least I still know which way, what's left or right. Okay, that is that's important. That's just me. I'm a different kind of man. So yes, I do.
I just realized this even from listening to it the last time. Shirley is literally trying to antagonize him with this. She won't tell him what's going on because he wants this. He's picking at her for this answer to the relationship, and she won't give it to him. And we know that part, but the thing that just clicked to me is that she could say more about where she's at, but she doesn't want to. I think she's like literally at this point, I want to antagonize you a little bit, and I'm not going to tell you nothing just because you want to know. And I think maybe that's the best that she can do as far as who she is and how she likes to maintain her composure, and she doesn't like to, because when you give people that emotional response, they know that they got to you to some extent, right? So she's not going to give him that, and she's not going to give him this answer because she knows, like, that's at least that's for all of your everything that you've done to me up to this point. The least I can do is not give you this one thing that you're asking me for, this answer, because I believe Shirley knew, like, it's gonna be a no. It's a hard no from right here. You're not coming here. I'm not helping with anything else. But I'm not gonna tell you, because that's the one thing I can do. If I can't cuss you out, at least I can do that.
Do worry. There ain't nothing I can do, but I can talk to God. If he can listen to our prayers, then it's cool. I pray for you before I pray for myself. So it is what it is, because you're a kind-hearted person. I know all of that. So it is what it is.
That he's just taking advantage of her
kindness.
So
that's kind of all I got to say. I'll see you when I get out. You continue doing what you're doing. Just live. I always tell you, just live. Don't let nothing else stop you from living, because you ain't got but one life.
Yep.
Just live. Just live. What you praying for? What you blowing for?
Because I wanted to at that moment.
Oh, okay. Hey, Muffin 218.
Oh, I thought something was wrong. I didn't know.
If you're just getting here, right. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah. Everything be fine. So that's all you got to say?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, what else is there for me to say? I don't really have anything more to say.
Okay.
I just don't,
I know you don't. I know. It's hard to talk to somebody who's locked up in jail. I get that part. I understand.
Yeah, she's not like your girlfriend, Sonia, who loves to talk to you in jail.
I do look forward to the day that I can sit down and just talk to you. I without all of this.
She likes to get you to incriminate yourself in the crimes that you've done. She likes to expose your defense. Yeah, it's hard for Shirley to talk to somebody in jail, because she might actually be trying to help you to not utterly hang yourself. But your girlfriend, she loves to talk to you in jail, and she's willing to talk and talk and talk and talk until she's talked you into solidifying a lot of things about within this Rico. So yeah, keep talking to your girlfriend
and everything. I do look forward to that day.
Oh, okay, it's coming. Don't worry.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I'm not worried.
Okay. All right. Well, I love you. Have yourself a wonderful day today, the best you can.
Okay. You too.
Tell everybody say what's up, and she have a wonderful day as well. I get it.
Okay. And, all right. I will.
All right. I don't know if
Meanwhile, he really wants Debbie to just die.
Well, he said he was going to mute it. He might still be on there. It's just muted.
Oh. Okay. You going walking? Y'all walking? Y'all doing y'all exercises, or what y'all doing?
No, just getting fat.
No, y'all ain't. That's bullshit. You're not going to let yourself get like that. No. You're not. You can do better than that.
All right.
Yeah, you can do better than that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then. You enjoying your grandkids?
Yeah, when I see them, I enjoy them very much. My daughter, my grandkids, I love them all, and I enjoy them all.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad.
See how she's telling him all the stuff he knows. She knows he despises.
All of that. Yeah, you're spending time. Y'all get to know each other again. That's good. Yeah. So I definitely don't want to be in the way of nobody trying to keep the relationship together and staying bonded. Because I ain't gonna get my blessing.
Because you always talking about her daughter.
Yeah.
Lies.
Absolutely. But
Okay.
no, you gonna say something?
No, I wasn't.
Yeah. Okay. Well, like I said, I ain't gonna hold you up. I know you ain't got much to say. I get it. I'll talk to you soon. Love you very much.
All right. I'll see you later. Talk to you too.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
This next call was made about 3 hours after the last call you heard. Shirley is added to the call once again, and you will.
Okay, so also he hates fat women. We know that by listening to him. So Shirley's got to know that by being play married to him. And so she made that comment, no, we're just sitting around getting fat. So she's just saying all the stuff that she knows that he's not necessarily crazy about. She knows he doesn't necessarily like the fact that her and her daughter are having a close relationship. We're having a good time. I'm loving on them. They're loving on me. She already knows he doesn't cut for that, really. So she's saying all the stuff that she knows is just going to grate his nerves. And that's the way that she is. And that's the best that she can muster up for right now. So this next call was the one where it's just more of the same, really. He's, once again, trying to twist her around in knots to give him an answer. And she's determined not to give him one. So it's just a very long, give me an answer. I already told you I wasn't going to give you an answer. So we're not going to listen to that one because it's just more and more and more. But the point is that by the time July 2nd came, and this was June 15th. So by the time July 2nd came, as he was talking to Sonia and really down about losing his folks and his folks not being available to do anything for him anymore. And then he was saying, I think Sonia asked him, so does that feel like a loss to you? Does that bother you? Kind of like you not having that relationship anymore. And he said, yeah, it feels like death. It feels like a death to me. It feels like I was trying to save somebody in a burning house and I couldn't save him. I mean, he just gets all like super dramatic with it. I don't know why, but I feel that he was so passionate about it because, he knows that that's his best shot at fighting all of this stuff that's, against him. She's his best shot. And if he doesn't have her, he's really desperate. So, he's not expressing all that like that to Sonia, but that's what it is. He's it's just like, well, I've done all this stuff. I got myself in all this trouble. I never thought it would all like come down on my head and be this potentially bad. I thought, I might get do a little bit of some time here and there, a little bit of jail time until I can get out and fight the case and get out and fight this case and get away with this because these people don't really know who I am and they can't catch up with me. And, that's going on in that state or that's going on in that county. Well, I just won't go back there. That type of thing. I don't think he ever really thought that things would like avalanche down on his head like it has. And so I think he's just feeling the burn, feeling desperate. And he's, expressing all that to Sonia. And Sonia, the best that she can think about it is, well, that makes me feel like leftovers. Well, girl, I mean, you was sleeping with somebody's husband. That's really, all that. I mean, actually, he's a lot of people's husband, right? You're sleeping with this husband, and I mean, that's what it is. Who told you to go look for him and become his support team? Who told you to do that? You told yourself to do that. So if your feelings are hurt, you have yourself to blame because you knew what it was. You chose to get involved with it anyway. You kept it up until the wheels fell off of it and he disappeared. And then when the man disappeared, you called around for weeks until you found him. And now you have been holding him up all this time. And when he don't really appreciate it because, I mean, to be honest, by the time he's talking to Sonya about this, he's probably even mad at her because she tricked him into thinking she had some money or had access to some money. So no, he's not going to make you feel good about your position because you ain't really just playing it. You like somebody that needs to get traded because you ain't really doing what he thought you was going to do, which was provide. If you're going to, step in, you need to be ready to play. He's always the one always talking about playing this position, but you can't play the position you don't have any money to play with. So it's like, girl, I mean, what do you think? What do you think this is? This is somebody that needs somebody with a whole lot of money to fight cases. And I mean, you don't have any. So of course he's down. And of course he feels depressed that he doesn't have access to at least something to fight with. Like, he's a man out there with lions and no weapon, pretty much. I mean, they're the lions that he lined up and he pretty much jumped in the pit with them. But still, he wants some way to get out of this trouble. And, of course, we know Shirley's money can't pay him out of the trouble anyway, but it's his mindset that that's where he has the best opportunity. So, and he certainly can't get out on bond if he doesn't have, what is it now? He needs over, and I don't even know about the Rico part. But if he was to be able to get out on bond right now, with all the bonds that he has, he'd need over $100,000. So yeah, no, he's not going to make Sonya feel good about being in this position with him because he doesn't, she's not providing anything for him to get out of trouble with. But let's hop in here and get the rest of this these Rico things so we can see the rest of what he did. And yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to see where he was at with his relationship, why he, how that attitude between him and Sonya kind of manifested. So we saw that. Okay, so I'm gonna read y'all's comments real quick. It's good she has a friend like Debbie. I assume Debbie charged her up and made her open her eyes, in my opinion. Yeah, because Debbie just kind of sounds like I take no mess. And Debbie had just like broken up with her own husband, right? So I'm pretty sure she had she did have some help from Debbie. And Classy C, hi Classy C, says broke at 25 or 30, you can recover. Broke at 55 plus is a hill you don't want to climb, especially if you have a mate. Earnest is not a prize. And you know what, Classy C? You know how, I don't know if you heard this call, but you know how he was talking to Shirley. He was always trying to sell Shirley this dream of we gonna get 100-fold. We gonna get all 10-fold blessings. It's gonna be greater later. It's gonna be even better. All this stuff he would tell Shirley as to how they're gonna get everything back. It's gonna be so much better later on. And then he turned right around and told Sonya on one of these recent calls, them folks 70 years old, they can't bounce back. They can't bounce back. They 70 years old. I guess it was this call that I'm referring to, because he was saying how he didn't want to leave somebody in in this type of a position. That's just never what he wanted to do. If he was going to leave, the relationship was already bad, but if I was going to leave, I didn't want to leave him in, a terrible position. I wanted to at least, leave them in a better way. So, because they're 70 and they can't bounce back. But what about all that 100-fold and 10-fold and all that, line of crap you was trying to sell Shirley? So it's horrible. He's bad guy. He's a bad boy. Yep, he should have. Maybe, I wonder if he did know Diddy. Because he's certainly a bad boy. Let's see. Muffin 218. I love how she got her digs in. She did. It's like the Shirley way. Oh boy, I want to be like Shirley when I grow up, because I'm terrible. If I get really like played or just in a really bad ugly argument with somebody, it's awful, because I don't get mad very often. But once I realize this is some BS, I'm ridiculous. I really am. So y'all, I can't even imagine. The Bank of Shirley, she was only his ATM. She was. And that indictment, I might read that one little part over again, but not before I read the last parts. But they said that, how did they put it? They said that it was that Ernest put her in a void marriage for the sake of his fraud. That's how the actual Rico starts out. That the marriage was the game. Let's just put it how how I know how I feel like it is. The game was marry this lady so you can get these fraudulent things off. So you can get these fraudulent things off better. That's what the game was. And that's how the actual Rico reads. That's really, it's kind of traumatizing. I actually felt kind of traumatized reading it, because it's like, more than 10 years of this lady's life. Like, it's been probably about 13 years now, and I don't know what the dating time was, but it's been a good 10 years at least. And to have it on an indictment that your marriage was the scam, like this is where the scam, or this part of his scammy life, this is where it began, right here with marrying this lady. It's like, wow. So we just gonna go in saying that this whole thing was just so he could get his scams off better. And that's how it actually reads at the beginning. Let's see. He knows the gravy train came to an end. A little scooter trying to break in line. And nobody seems to like Sonya best. nobody, nobody. And I don't know. I would imagine that Sonya is this kind of person, whoever does actually like her, she don't like them. So let's see. Thank you. I've said so much, I don't even remember what part, but thank you. It's ironic how he was using Shirley's money and name to con, but he won't be able to in court. He sure won't. Ooh, can you imagine the evidence? I feel like Nesto is one of these people that's like, he just lies to himself and everybody else so much. I feel like he might pass out when he has to actually just be faced with all these victims and all the evidence and just everything stacked up. I don't know if he's going to be offered a plea, but I'm positive that if he's offered some type of plea to just not have to face it all, he'll take that, and then he will just continue to lie and say, them people, they was going to do this, they was going to do this, I had to do this, and people was trying to, shoot me at the firing squad. He's such a liar. It's just no telling what he would say. But I don't think that with all these different things that he's charged with, these different classes of crimes, I don't think he will be able to get a plea on everything, just plead out across the board. So I would think that he is going to have to go to some type of trial. And I think he needs to go to trial because I think he needs to hear from these victims. And I think the victims need to be able to say what he did and, have it be to where he can't refute it. It was you and me. It wasn't that somebody stole your identity. It wasn't that, somebody else is running rampant, calling themselves Ernest Williams. Why would you even want to do that? Why would you? It's kind of like, if you're trying to get somebody's credit or somebody else's name, you need a good name, right? You need somebody with good credit, a good name. Like, why would anybody steal Ernest's identity to use it? Even if you stole his stuff, his cash or whatever, yeah, you can steal somebody's cash and maybe steal their car or whatever, but you don't want to steal Ernest's identity. Why? So you can get locked up because he's got all these warrants here, there, and everywhere. He said he had to get Shirley to buy his used computer because he didn't have any cards or any methods to buy it on his own. So why in the world would anybody be out there stealing his identity to do what with? So these people need to be able to say, it was you, and you told me you were going to give me a car. You told me you were going to help me. You told me that, because I was special and you could see something in me, you were going to help me to get my life going in a better direction. All these different things that he told people, he needs to be able, they need to be able to have him sit with that. So I do hope that they don't just let him out, let him off and let him out of doing that. Thank you, Zen Soul. Let's see. He's going in the hole. He's going in the hole when it all goes down. Oh, and it's gonna be ugly if he gets found guilty of that CP. And that CP was really bad. It wasn't AI either. That's right. Yeah, it's gonna be ugly for him where he goes. or I don't know if they have a special place where they put all of the people that like that type of thing. I don't know, but he gets convicted of that. Yeah, no more special privileges for you. Let's see. I can't figure out how he was able to talk the victims out of their money as soon as he meets them and shortly after meeting. Yeah, that's why we have to do more of the scammer series. It's a whole vibe, that people like. First of all, it's got to be a person in the right state of mind, or a wrong state of mind actually, and then and then the person that's able to do that comes in and capitalizes off of that person in their kind of the desperation. Actually, I mean, we can be desperate over different things. A lot of people are desperate for love. A lot of people are desperate for love. And so let's see. Yeah, I agree. I agree that this desperation, because you're desperate to get over on somebody as the con artist and the scammer and the malevolent person, and they're desperate for money. They're I was looking at somebody's channel last night, and they had a lady on from the comments that said, did anybody see it? Somebody might already know what I'm about to say, but one of the ladies from the indictment, which let me pull up this indictment. One of the ladies, and let's get rid of Shirley saying toodles, toodaloo, bye. Not nice knowing you. But nevertheless, I'm gone anyway. I'll check you later. Okay. Yeah, the lady's name is Chantel Hawker. She's part of the Rico as a victim. And she was in a YouTuber's comments. And so the YouTuber read the comments back and forth between them. And she was saying, my point is, she was saying that she was desperate. And that she had done something to not lose her business. I don't want to share her story wrong, so I'm going to leave it at that. But the point is that she was under a level of desperation when she, did some sort of dealings with Nesto. Let's see. So I want to share. But if anybody heard that, I can look in my history and try to pull that video up too. Where? Okay, here it is. I think I already read. Well, I know for sure I already did read her name in these acts, but I don't know if there is another. There's a lot of people. There were actually like different things where they're, different charges. I don't know what this act thing means, but let's just say it's kind of like a charge. So he was charged. It would be like one person, but several different things relating to this one person. So I think I might have already read everything having to do with Chantel, but yeah, a YouTuber did hear from her in their comments a couple days ago, and she wanted to set straight what had actually happened, because she said a lot of people were not saying it the way that it actually did happen. One can only scam a scammer. Wow. She said she was selling pharmaceuticals because she was trying to get her money up before she met Nesto. Okay, you heard it. So yeah, you said pharmaceuticals. I said what I said. Yeah, she said that she had lost her restaurants. I just don't know what order everything was in. I was sleepy. I was trying to listen to it and I was laying down, and you know how you're listening to something and you kind of wake up and rewind back, and so I know I didn't get it like all the way, but yeah, she said she was in the restaurant business. She lost her restaurants. She was trying not to like utterly lose everything. So then she started selling some stuff she shouldn't have been selling. And you know, it went from there. I guess that's what I could say. All right. So let's see. It's only about 6 more of these, so we're just going to go through them real quick. Okay, so we know that he's being charged with coercing Erica King to commit these things. So that's not to say she's not going to have her own type of charges, but the way his charges are written is that he solicited and coerced her. So I guess solicited by, I guess that means that he sought her out. Maybe even there was some form of payment to her, or, for doing all these things, and coerced Erica King. So that's going to be everything related to Erica says solicited and coerced. So on or about March 20th, this is Act 32. On or about March 24th, 2021, Ernest Williams solicited and coerced Erica King to commit the felony offense of false statements and writings in violation of said code here in Fulton County, Georgia, by knowingly and willfully making the false statements to Sandy Springs Police Department Detective I. Tomlin. So they lied to the police detective. Okay. That King was attorney April Holloway, and that King was an attorney who lawfully represented Ernest Williams. Okay. During a criminal investigation being conducted by Tomlin. Said statements being within the jurisdiction of the Sandy Springs Police Department, a department of the government of Sandy Springs, Georgia. This was an act of racketeering. Okay, so yeah, they just went right on and kept this lie up, saying that Erica was his attorney and representing him. So Nesto would have us to believe that he thought Erica was Erica April Holloway King. Hughley, what did he say? He told Shirley he didn't know. He said her name was Blue Blow. Erica Blue Blow or whatever. It's like, I don't know. Erica Blue Blow or whatever her name is. Okay, so he thought that his attorney was Erica April Holloway King Hoogla Blue Blow. That's what Nesto wants us to believe. Okay, so then we got Act 33. Can barely see it, but I can tell what it says. On or about March 24th, 2021, Ernest Williams solicited and coerced Erica King. I can't see that. Can't see it. And once again, thanks to Chronicle Speaks, I'm using the document from Chronicle Speaks to read this. she put this, she read these. I wonder if I'm going to be able to. Let me see.
Act number
I don't want to just out and out play it. Okay, yeah, she read these up around the time when they first were handed down. And so we're just going over them to get familiar with everything that he's being, that they're alleging in this RICO. So on or about March 24, 2021, Ernest Williams solicited and coerced Erica King to commit the felony offense of identity fraud in violation of said code in Fulton County, Georgia, by willfully and fraudulently, without authorization and consent, using the name of April Holloway, identifying information concerning a person by falsely representing to Sandy Springs Police Department Detective I. Tomlin in a three-way phone call. Okay, so they're charging him a separate charge for the three-way phone call with Ernest and King. No, with Ernest Williams, that King was attorney April Holloway while purporting to represent Ernest Williams during a criminal investigation being conducted by Tomlin. So Detective I. Tomlin was, asking questions in a three-way call, and they were steady line saying, yeah, sure, Erica, April Holloway, King, Hugh Glablu is my attorney. Yes, she is. So he's charged with that now. And then Act 34, on or about April 1st, 2021, Ernest Williams solicited and coerced Erica King to commit the felony offense of identity fraud. Same thing, but in a one-way, one-on-one telephone conversation that King, okay. So in this one, they're saying that Ernest solicited and coerced Erica, and then she has this one-on-one telephone conversation with Detective Tomlin, and she says again, sure, I'm his attorney. I'm April. I'm Erica. I'm all that. And a bag of chips. Yeah. Why not? Why can't I be all these people? Oh, man. Okay. Act 35. Is this a different person? This is still connected to Detective Tomlin. And he's being charged for the email communications. So, or identity fraud within the email communications. So, yeah, this just does not pay, all this double and tripling down on all this fraud. And you got fraud in person, on the phone, in email, in writing. You got fraud coming out the ears. And at the end of the day, you can't get out of it. You frauded in too many different directions. And it's documented everywhere. Okay, Act 36. On or about August 15, 2021, Ernest Williams committed the felony offense of theft by taking in violation of said code here in Fulton County, Georgia, by unlawfully taking a 1998 Prevost Royale vehicle. This is one of the motor coaches. We've looked at these before. The property of Gail Bickham. So this is Gail Bickham's motor coach. And it had the value at a value which exceeded $24,900. So basically the value exceeded, well, I don't know. Does it start at $24,999? I think they do this for how they're going to do the penalty on the charge. So the value exceeded $24,999.99 with the intention of depriving said owner of said property. This was an act of racketeering activity. So this was the taking of Gail Bickham's RV, 1998 I don't know why I can't say this, Prevost Royale. Okay, and then 37. I'm way behind in the chat because I'm on the other screen so I can see it larger. But okay. Okay, on or about August 15, 2021, Ernest Williams committed the felony offense of theft by taking in violation of said code in Fulton County, Georgia, by unlawfully taking a 2021 Mercedes-Benz GLE vehicle, the property of Gail Bickham, the value of which exceeded $24,999.99, with the intention of depriving said owner of said property. This was an act of racketeering activity pursuant to said code here. And so, yep, this is the theft by taking of Gail's 2021 Mercedes-Benz. And if you've listened to Real Talk Bougie's channel, Grown Woman Vibes, Pam Esquire, the Law Intellect, everybody has been pretty much reporting on Gail and the other lady, Scretchen, last name Scretchen, pretty much reporting on their those things that were taken from them for a long time. Okay. Act 38.
One Mercedes-Benz GLE vehicle, the property of Gail Bickham, the value of which exceeded $24,999.99.
I didn't mean to play that, but okay. On or about November 21st, 2021, Ernest Williams committed the felony offense of theft of services in violation of said code in Fulton County, Georgia, by knowingly obtaining vehicle repair services which were available for compensation, the value of which was at least $1,500.01, but less than $5,000 from Palmer Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram by deception and with intent to avoid payment. This was an act of racketeering activity pursuant to said code. This is another one that we've heard about, the Palmer Dodge theft of services. So let's move on down and look at Act 39. And I think this might be the last one, y'all. There's a 40, but then it gets cut off. Okay, on or about November 21st, 2021, Ernest Williams solicited and coerced unindicted co-conspiracy. Here, let me get it together. Okay. Ernest Williams solicited and coerced unindicted co-conspirator, individual number 1, whose identity is known to the grand jury, to commit the felony offense of deposit account fraud in violation of said code in Fulton County, Georgia. So there's this person, they're not saying their name, but he solicited and coerced them to do deposit account fraud. Okay. In Fulton County, Georgia, by making, drawing, and delivering check number 212, an instrument for payment of money on Navy Federal Credit Union, a bank located within the state of Georgia, to Palmer Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, in the amount of $2,774.40 for the present consideration of vehicle repair services. Okay, knowing that said check would not be honored by the drawee. This was an act involving theft, which is chargeable under the laws of the state of Georgia and which is punishable by imprisonment for more than 1 year, and an act of racketeering activity pursuant to said code. So this one right here, yeah, we had heard about these and they rolled them on into the Rico. I think these had actually been dismissed. And so they brought these back and said, yeah, they haven't gone away. They're right here. We sat them over here. Okay, so 40. I don't know why that's doing that because I'm not trying to play it. I was trying to get to where it said 40. Um, 40 is financial transaction card fraud. Melody. So it's Melody Scritchen. So Act 40 had something to do with Melody Scritchen and the card fraud. Let's see. We'll just read what we have here. Okay, so it was on or about December 1st, 2021. Ernest Williams committed the felony offense of financial transaction card fraud in violation of said code in Bartow County, Georgia, by with intent to defraud Precinct Auto One Sales, Inc., and Melody Scritchen, obtaining goods and services of a value of $2,000 by giving orally and in writing a MasterCard financial transaction card account number ending in 8161 to Precinct 1 Auto. So that's what happened with that. So that one, and there's other things having to do with Melody that he had before the Rico. And so I'm not sure why it just cut off at this one when there are more acts, but I would have to, and I am going to have to pull the documents for myself. So it's one more task on the things to do list for me. Okay, let me stop sharing this. So that ends all of the acts that I have access to right now. And so I believe I put these into four different videos because it's a lot I see why people just like ran through and just read through them because it's a lot as far as like if you're trying to really break down and understand what he did. All that reading is a whole lot. But yeah, so that's everything that he's been accused of. And I got way behind on y'all's comments, so forgive me on that one. Let's see. I remember seeing it wasn't AI either. Let's see. And that. Oh, yeah, the pharmaceuticals. Okay. Okay, I didn't read this one. Let's see. The lady that did her eyelashes recommended Nesto to help her make money. Oh, man, what a bad referral. That's awful. Wouldn't you be so upset if somebody referred you to Nesto? My God, really? You don't know no better than to refer somebody to him? I think he's going to cry. Yeah, if he has to face that, and Shirley is there, and Dre is there, I hope everybody comes. Everybody. Lord, bless me to be able to go. Bless me. Give me what I need to be able to go at that time. I need time off. Everything. Let's see. I think if he died, let's see. Does. I think if he does take a plea, he's going to say it had to keep others out of trouble. Ugh. Just such a nasty spirited man. For somebody that's always talking about how, good, how much he helps people and how much he's always looking out for people and all that, like to think that that's your spin you put on things, that you are just a great guy, just you have such a big heart to help everybody, and this is what you do. Like you're really just saying this out front so that you can, have somebody in the back robbing them blind. I think if they offer a plea deal, it will be no less than a decade, in my opinion. I wonder. I don't think it would be less than a decade. But it's just with the essay, the Rico, because the essay is not rolled into the Rico, right? I don't think. And so, and then you got the CP, which I don't know how much that's worth. I know on one of these calls, Nesto was like, he told Sonia, I already did the time for that. I already did that time. Like, if they come to me with some type of deal on all these other things, I could pretty much get time served for the CP. And it's like, sir, if the CP is not yours, you don't want to have time served on CP. That means that you are going to have that on your record and you're going to be a registered offender and all the stuff, right? So he just, they talk so much. I don't think they have any idea how incriminating it all sounds when you play it back. If he does take a plea, he's going to say he did. Oh, okay. I read that one. And Melody Scretchen. Okay. Yeah. So someone who has ties to the military helped him. Who? Wait a minute. Ties to the military. Who would that be? I think I got lost somewhere. Were you talking about the lady who is Chantel? And the lady that referred her, that did her lashes? I don't know. I don't know about the military, except for that he scammed or he's been alleged to have scammed like 2 veterans, I think. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, please hit the like button. I don't even think to say it that much. Because normally I have like my phone over here scrolling the live so I can kind of see what's going on, but I just kind of hopped in today because I said, you know what, I have some time. Let me try to. It's no way I can get caught up on all these calls. So I just hop in here somewhere and do a live until I can do more to stay caught up on things. Let's see. The visiting blogger said that he said he is not going to the divorce hearing. Well, guess what? He gonna get a divorce. One way or another, he is gonna get a divorce. See, he's a kicking and screaming kind of guy. You know, that person that does all the wrong, and then when they get caught, they, instead of just going, well, I had a good run, y'all got me. You know, he's that person that's got to go out kicking and screaming. Like, you know, don't be a coward now. You've done all this stuff, like, you know, stand up there and go through the rest of the motions. You got caught. Oh, the Navy Federal Credit Union thing. So that was attached to Melody, right? And let me see, which part was that attached to? I don't know if she is. I don't know if that person is like in the military or a veteran. No, that's not Melody. That's the unindicted co-conspirator, individual number 1, that he had them to do the deposit account thing with the Navy Federal Credit Union. So they did not say that person's name. So yeah, we'll just have to listen. I think that's why it's good to, if you know we're following this, and we are, it's good to like stay kind of familiarize ourselves, is what I'd like to call it, with just so that when things are being talked about, we can just kind of stay aware of what's happening, you know, with all these different things, because it's so much. That's the other thing. Like when you think of when this Rico came out, and especially this part of it, like it's even more in depth than this. Was it yes, I think it was one live yesterday. I was listening to Fran read, and she started reading part of the Rico, and it was, you know, she pulls those documents, so what she was reading was even more in depth than this. And I was like, when the blogger, you know, the person we call the blogger, and the side piece, when they read this, like, how do you figure your way around all this? I don't think there's any figuring in. I don't think there's any way to make anybody innocent of all of this. It's just too many different people. It's too many different dates and times and locations, and fingers pointed directly at you. And not only in one way, like, you know, like a cluster of different things that you did to kind of nail this crime down. You know, it's not just that you did like this one thing and we don't even know, you know, nobody saw you, or you were over the phone, it might not have been you or something like that. Like, no, this was you. And then you did this, and then you wrote a check, and then you took it to the bank, and then, you know, you went in and took the thing and drove it away, and it's you. It's you, you know, it's you several times over. So I just, once they ended up seeing all of these things in black and white, I just wonder, like, is he still innocent in y'all's minds? Is that still what y'all are running with? Or, what are we doing at this point? I'm just curious. I'm just over here wanting to know, since everything is very loud when he's innocent. I just wonder, how loud is it now that all these things, like, is there an alibi that can be made for all of this? I just wonder. Let's see. I don't think he was served, which pushed it back. Nasty, or you are through with money and you will be divorced. Yeah. She's gonna get that divorce. I mean, you can't stop somebody from getting a divorce. He ought to just go in and face it, but he's gonna do it the kicking and screaming way. So that tells us another layer of how his character is. Let's see. He has a slew of victims whom took huge losses and he doesn't care none at all. Oh no. Now he's the victim of injustice. Yeah, he has whatever that is that people have that do this type of thing. I don't know if it's like a sociopath or who's the person that just is like, they don't have any empathy. They do things to people and they just can't, something about the way that they see things, that they never have any empathy. They never see that anybody else suffered anything. And that's just my opinion. Yes, you have to have ties to have an account there. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Because I want a Navy Federal account and I'll be trying to like get my little cousin who went to the Navy. It's like, can you go up there with me and help me open an account? And he'll always tell me yes, but some kind of way we never seem to end up going up there and opening my account. Let's see. The blogger and little Scooter justifies any crime. Look at what R. Kelly. Oh, who's T. Kelly? Yeah, R. Kelly. Yeah, I thought so. I was like, nah, that should ring a bell, but it's not. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, yeah, you're talking about the blogger still professing his innocence. That's kind of mind-boggling. It really is. It really is. But I don't know. I think with what you call her, little Scooter, I think with her it's a lot of just being of the same type of mind, just having that same kind of scammy criminal mindset. Like you don't mind criminals getting away with the crimes. And we've heard her, I don't know, it's really, I don't know, it's really confusing to me, like the way that she'll say, I think they should just open the jails and let everybody out. And I'm like, really? So you don't know that the vast majority of the people there, they need to be there. Now you might argue sentences and I don't know, prison time and things like that. Argue something reasonable, but don't just go and make a blanket statement like people, they just need to let them people out of there. They just need to open those doors and let everybody out. I mean, that's just dangerous. That's just, and if you have that dangerous of a mentality, then I don't really have any other choice but to think that you're you're one of them, you know, because of course, you know, if you're into doing crime, you don't think you should go to jail for it. So I guess that's where that's coming from. And if you don't want anybody to think of you in that way, then you shouldn't have that type of a thought process, because there are people that absolutely need to be where they are. You know what? There's this one channel, and it has this really strange name. I'm gonna go back in my history and find it too. And just, I don't know, just for some morbid entertainment. It's very morbid. Y'all can let me know if it's too morbid, but like on the channel, it gets a lot of views, and it is very, I feel like it's just like things we need to know. Like we need to know that these people are out there. The danger to me is like sometimes when I'm seeing things like this, then I'm thinking about it too much, and I'm getting overly fearful about things that maybe I shouldn't even be thinking about that much. So I don't know if I want to just do too many of the reviews over there. But some of the stuff is just like it's so bad, it's unbelievable. So maybe I might do like one every couple weeks or so, because I don't like to inundate myself with stuff that's like really bad. But at the same time, some of it I feel like we need to know that these people are out there, and just, don't take it for granted that, just, I don't know, be gullible, I guess, in other words, or just too naive and just think that, this stuff is not happening, because there are some very, very, I'm going to say people in some horrible states of mind. And I don't know, we need to be aware, maybe not overly aware, but we need to be aware of that type of thing. Let's see. Both of them have criminal records also, and Lil Scooter has fraud crimes on her record. Yeah, that's what I get from all of their, how she says, we reminisce about our criminal past. It's like, reminisce, huh? Y'all reminisce about the good old days of, crime, and that's just, I don't know, not the conversation that you expect from these people at these ages and stages, but that's what it is. And so, yeah, so I feel like they're, I don't know, even when they were on Tasha K together, and when Ernest was talking, if you look at Sonya's face, she was just eating it up. And he sounded, I mean, I had my eyes closed and my hands over my face. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I don't know, it was like secondhand embarrassment. And like, I couldn't believe it. And she was sitting there smiling like, yeah, it's my man. And it was like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe this is happening. But yeah, that's her. So yeah, they are very much alike, and like a Bonnie and Clyde, maybe it might have gotten real dangerous out there on the road if they had gotten a chance to do their whole RV thing together. That might have been a bad situation waiting to happen. So anyway, y'all, okay, well, I've been on here a good minute, so I'm gonna go. Oh, my phone went dead. I can't even look at it. My phone went dead. Okay, so well, I'm gonna go and let's see. I did have something that I want to come back with, but I'll try to get that together, and then I'll come back tomorrow or so and with another, probably that last, if we don't get a new call, it'll be the latest call. I did want to go over that one. So, all right. Well, I want to thank y'all so much for stopping by today. And I will see y'all the next time I come back. All right. Bye-bye.